Hi guys, welcome to the live here. I'm Virginia's AGW Tarot. Go over to my website, check that out, guys. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend. We're just kind of wrapping this weekend up here, so maybe you guys are still celebrating the festivities, but not this group here. Who I'm picking up on, so I'm sorry, but love don't live there no more. So keep in mind, guys, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Never force anything to fit. If it's not your reading, then it's not meant for you. Only take what messages are resonating in your current situation, okay? So let's get into these collective messages for you and what I've been hearing this morning. Lots of noise and lots of chaos. An argument, okay, has been transpiring through the weekend, not just this morning. Okay, this has been like the whole weekend, like back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to cleanse the energy here real quick with the chime. I love this, guys. Hopefully that, if you have like hearing issues here, you can't handle high-pitched noises, cover your ears, okay, if you need to, or, come back. Okay, so I'm going to do the chime here. I think that it really helps. It's very therapeutic. Let's get into this, okay? And take some breaths in. Release. One more. All right. So, happy Sunday again. Today is February 15th, 2026. And I just want to hop on here and give a quick live reading. I never really do quick ones, though. I'm usually on here for quite a while. So, yeah, just take what you need out of this and leave the rest. I do feel a lot of heaviness. Like I said, a lot of chaos. I want to say disruption. But there's a dismantling of a disruption that's causing a dismantling within a partnership here. Now, the card I was seeing this morning in my mind was the Lover's card. Okay, a lover's quarrel. Or lovers have been quarreling. Now this is, I said never again, okay? This is somebody that's like taken someone back maybe several times, or you're being caught up in a cycle with a lover, okay? This could be a friend, this could be a family member, someone that you love, someone that you care about. It's a relationship dynamic being caught up over and over again with the same scenario, okay? So I'm doing my hands like this again, guys. So I just feel like it's like being stuck on a hamster wheel that you just can't get off of. And I feel like this is because you're like stuck with this person, or you feel like this pull, this energy towards this other individual, like you love each other, okay, or you have love for one another, and you feel like you just can't, cut that cord. You just can't break away, okay? So whether it is a marriage or not, yes, this could be, okay, or this is a long-term commitment together. You feel like you're just meant to be together, but it's the same shit, different day, right? So this is what I've been picking up here. Someone feels like they were catfished in a way, like this is modern day catfishing. Dealing with this person that constantly breaks your heart, but I don't know, do you enjoy getting your heart broke? Is that why you keep going back to this person, or you keep allowing this person back into your energy? Like which is it, guys? You know, you get it's too close for comfort here. In measure, I don't know why I'm saying in measure, but I feel like I need to say that you're too close to the fire and you always get burnt. Okay, no matter what you do to try and change the dynamic here, nothing seems to change. So this is like it needs to end, or this is a permanent ending finally to a cycle. All right. Someone could be anywhere between the ages of 35 and 54. I kept hearing the letters H and M. Now that is a store. So I don't know if somebody works at a department store. But I heard the letters H and M specifically. Also, when I wrote H and M down, I picked up hormones. So someone being hormonal, or they're on hormones, taking hormones, maybe they're going through the change. Okay, they're in menopause here. That's a possibility. Also, there could be this fertility thing going on with hormones too. So whether there's someone that a pregnancy here was involved, okay, or it's just the fact of, you know, unable to grow together. So we got another people. Okay, so there's more than one person here that is spying on your finances. Okay, this is someone that you do share. Okay, someone else is looking to, but you do share or have shared a joint account of some sort. Whether it's banking or not, you have accounts that have both of your names on them. It has something related to finances, though. It doesn't have to directly be a bank account. But some financial tie with both of your names on it. Because whenever I heard that, I saw the movie Sweet Home Alabama. So someone could be from Alabama. But it was the scene where she's in the kitchen and he comes home. The ex-husband, or so she thought it was her ex-husband, it was her first husband. And she said, oh, so you mean our money, right? And so that made him trigger and think of, they have a joint account together, right? She was like, oh, joint account? So I feel like someone wants to find out exactly how much money the other person has so they can, you know, be a toilet flusher here when it comes to money, or when it comes to a financial tie that both of you have together. So signs I heard were Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, and Capricorn. And the numbers 8, 2, 10, and 14. February and August and October. Those could be significant months here. In threes. There's something to do with the in threes here. A trio of also abuse. I'm here, adultery and abuse. And AA, something about AA. So double A's could be significant, or something to do around AA. The song I was hearing was Easy Lover. Phil Collins. They'll get a hold on you. Somebody that likes to have their claws into you. But they're emotionally manipulative. Okay? Hi guys, how you doing? Sorry my allergies are acting up today, so my apologies here. So yeah, Easy Lover, Philly, something about Philly, Philadelphia. Philadelphia is significant. They'll get a hold on you. I get what I want. I get what I want. But that song was about like quickly moving on to somebody else. It's about a female that plays on men's emotions and plays on their feelings. You know, acting like they have love and they care for them, and then quickly they move on to the next person, but they still have this attachment where they're stuck in this cycle. What is the bind here to this other person? Or what bind do you have to this other person? I mean, is it children? Okay, are you attached with a family to this individual? Or through family? But I feel like a lot of it has to do with obligations to a society, to a group of people here, to a family situation, and Jesus. But you're dealing with an individual that's got a twisted perception of things. Like, they go behind your back and they talk a lot of shit on you. This is your own partner, or this is somebody that you've been dealing with. Like, they're just like constant shit on the other. Somebody's dealing with someone they work with. Something to do with a waterfall here. Waterfall is significant. So let's see. Cancer. I'm just getting some signs here to see this is your sign, this is their sign, or this is whoever's in this trio, because I feel like there's somebody behind the scenes here, whether that is the co-worker that was that your person was dealing with or that you were dealing with. I feel like there's this has to do with a lot of sexual energy here, okay? A lot. Being pimped out, like somebody got pimped out by another person. Wow. Capricorn. Cancer and a Capricorn, top and bottom. Okay, I have these written down. I have Cancer on the top and Capricorn on the bottom. Whether it's these signs or not, they don't have to be these signs, okay? But there's a place on top and there's a place on the bottom. Aquarius. One more. This is reminding me of like the water, okay? A water fountain, a waterfall. Something could be a water placement. This is showing, taking that mask off and finding out, more information that you thought that you were going to get, or you thought that was going to get out, especially to a society, a group of people here. Gemini, backstabber. Someone's a backstabber. One more. Two-faced. All right. Sagittarius and Taurus here. So someone's being practical right now. Like I said, looking into this financial situation, looking into a joint account, finding ways to how can they drain somebody's account, or the ability to, because their name's attached to it, to be able to drain that account out. Someone that's doing this though, because they're enraged, they're set on revenge. Their revenge against is a lover or another, or someone that they loved or thought that loved them. There's like a lot of playing on the psyche here. And for some of you, alcohol could be involved. Lots of illusions, okay? Distorted mind fragmentations and illusions, okay? So their mind is fragmented. A father. So who are you dealing with? A father, or somebody that's a father, or this could be your father. Somebody could be gossiping and talking about your father, okay? Someone's spouse. Father could be the spouse, okay, that this is happening to. Don't understand. Okay. A side piece. So this could be your father, their spouse, and their side piece. Okay. One more. Male or female, doesn't matter. Okay. So we got your baby's father, your father, their father, a spouse here, and somebody is a trio side piece, okay? Why does that make me think of like Pizza Hut? Is Pizza Hut significant? Does somebody just reorder? Does somebody reorder pizza like the same thing as before? Girlfriend. Someone's sister. Someone's got a karmic sister. Okay? Girlfriend, boyfriend, and a spouse. So we definitely have some adultery here. This could be your sister's spouse. This could be your father's spouse. Take what resonates. But there is a karmic sister here that is involved. And there is a couple, okay, that has either a side piece. One of them has a side piece girlfriend, or one of them has a side piece boyfriend. Okay? There is a married couple here. Never again. Never again you're going to deal with this karmic sister. Someone's got a karmic sister. I really keep wanting to repeat over and over and over again. Never again. Maybe you had to put this karmic sister onto the side, right? You can't, they stole from you, or they're planning on stealing from you to make you struggle. Or they're doing this to this father, baby daddy. Oh my, happy Sunday, guys. If you did not see, I put a reel up a little bit ago about the giveaway that I'm doing for the rest of this month here. Okay, so if you want to be entered in that, you know, just put your name down in the comment section of that reel, and only that reel. And also like an emoji that describes, you know, happiness, how you feel. What makes you happy? What makes you feel joy? What makes you, what brings that light out in you? So what emoji would represent you the most? Okay? So keep sharing the content, guys. You know, let's work together to help each other grow here. And got that big bag here that I'm going to keep I'm probably going to keep adding to, okay? So this is going to go to somebody. I'm mailing it out. I'm paying for the postage myself. Everything in here, Spirit's guided me to put in this bag for whoever wins it, okay? So there is multiple different things in here. So it's a goodie bag. And it's just, you know, a thank you. You will get a mini reading for March, you know, for a monthly overview too, okay? So, all right. And I also just posted a group. I'm going to do a group reading, okay, at the end of the month. That for you. So, if you want to add yourself to that, that's going to be by donation, okay, a donation of my choice, okay. This is going to be to help kids and help animals, so half the proceeds are going to go towards them. So that'll be on February 28th. So check that out on that event out on my page, okay. If that's something that you would be interested in, you get one question. I'm going to draw 3 cards for that one question. It'll be 2 decks that Spirit guides me to choose for you. Oh, courting. And yeah, the more people we have, the longer it's going to be. Okay, so I put in for from noon to 1. But if we have more than 10 people that join, it's going to take longer. So I'm going to extend that out until 2. Okay? All right, so let's keep going. Let's get into this dilemma of craziness that's playing out over here. Struggle. There's a struggle. This is not only what I'm feeling like. This is mechanically designed by an individual and someone else that they're working with, whether that's their side piece boyfriend, okay, or a side piece karmic sister. This is mechanically engineered to cause another to struggle, to have strife, to have a hard time, you know, work their fingers to the bone, you know, in a situation, to keep going round and round and round and round and round, okay? All right. Community. Something with this community, society's expectations here. A community could be watching this all play out, okay? A community could also, a group of people finding out more information, you know, putting pieces together, especially if they felt like manipulated by a couple or manipulated by a trio. And you know what, maybe even taken, like their money got taken from them, because this is, I feel too, okay, like someone being used, and there's that abuse is over here. Financial abuse is really significant in this reading, okay? Yeah, it's all about your choices, okay? So someone definitely is over the age of 35, okay? Whoever that is, being very childish when it comes to relationships, partnerships. And a marriage is over. The marriage is going to divorce court. Yes, because somebody was being fake, right? Being on the top, okay, or above somebody, or someone is enraged and mad, this feminine or this masculine here, due to another person in the mix. I mean, shit. Amber, somebody's name could be Amber. Something about the color amber. Also, Beatrice. Beth. Somebody's name could be Beth. Something about bees. Or beeswax. Bees or beeswax. All right. Toil and labor. So people are finding out about this toil and labor, this struggling here, this mechanically engineering that they've caused to help somebody along the struggling path, or the struggling journey, is what I feel. But this is like coming out, coming to light, finding out more information. Whereas, you know, the darkness here has to do with, you know, illusions or distorted energy. Okay. Around manipulation comes the energetic manipulation, emotional manipulation, and financial abuse. So tell me, some 46. Tell me about the community here. All right. Sacred. Sacred blossom. This is like growing in the community, but I almost want to see scared. So there are a group of people that are scared, or this trio is scared. Somebody's scared here, but this is a sacred blossoming. This is this is the fruit, okay? Fruits of your labor, hard work in the community, putting in a lot of hard work towards a community, with a community, to get a community to do some things here. Okay, work together with them. Okay, this is the energy and feeling. He's holding on, this kid, this child, this immature person here, okay, is holding on to the wheel so they can keep things going over and over and over again. Stuck in a karmic cycle. Tell me about this choice, this decision, this choice here. Yeah, wrong way. Trust signals, the universe knows your path, no entry. We got pathway with path, so someone's not allowed to go down the path that you are. They're going the wrong way, or they shouldn't have done this. This was the wrong thing to do here. Okay, and consciously, they do know what they've done, but they did it anyway. Okay, so trust what you know. Something happened Friday the 13th. Okay, so we do have a 13 here. You're not my master, my life, my rules. I am unchained. I said, what has you bound? That's like breaking it. As I was talking about cutting this cord, well, you're breaking this chain. It's snapping in the middle. So, you know, there's the control here, like having control over the way that I feel about another person, or that you would feel about that other person. Like you've broken that. Never again. Like you're not going back into that same cycle, right? You're doing, pity the fools who mock the queen's grace. So yeah, just pity the fool here, whoever's talking all this shit here. Okay, with this trio, or was talking shit here with this trio about some energy, a high level, this is feel like a high level person. Okay, someone that's highly intuitive. The crown is like someone that's looked up to in a community, or about being looked up to in a community. So, you know, that being on top and being on bottom. So wanting to keep someone not being seen as the queen, okay, or not being seen as the king. Cultivate your spirit. Illusions. Roots. Dirt. You reap what you sow. Interesting. Interesting. All right. So So tell us about coming to light. Tell us a little more about coming to light and this mechanically engineered struggle that was caused by another person or a trio of people. What is this coming to light, Spirit? Okay. It has to do with your resources, your wealth, roots. I was just talking about roots here, but this is like this is dry. Okay, the sap, turning it off, turning that faucet off, cutting somebody off from your finances. Somebody may need to look in, water. Somebody could be a water sign here, the water carrier. Also Aquarius, okay? If you're dealing with an Aquarius, Aquarius did come out. But this is being drained. It's like bleeding the finances from you. We've got Virgo energy. All right, so tell us about the community here. I'm also seeing a key, something about a key. Okay? Did somebody just make a key? Or somebody changing keys and locks? Or I'm just seeing a key. So tell us about the community here. What's growing within a community? This spiritual community. What does Spirit want us to see here? And there's a number 53. Someone is definitely between the ages of 35 and 54. So we have a fairy tale. Reading that fine print. Somebody needs to look a little bit closer here, because you're not seeing something, or you didn't see something. You didn't look at the dotted line. You didn't read before you signed here. What is this? Like a if this is like a marital contract here, the agreement that you had, like there's like a clause here. Someone didn't see something when it comes to this contract. A spiritual contract. Someone didn't see that. This is like someone misjudging. Okay, whether they misjudged their own intuition, or they misjudged an intuition of another person. Okay, someone was misjudged here. They were misunderstood. Okay. There was assumptions that was made. 7-7. Okay, now 7 can be about luck. Okay, but it can also be good luck or bad luck. All right, so tell us about this choice here. Went in the wrong direction, went the wrong way, should not have done that. Okay, 2 cards here. Well, fishing. This card, when I was shuffling, came out 3 times before I started this live. The ostrich trap. Okay? So what I was feeling from that is like in the bucket. Like it's like sand in a bucket. Have you ever heard that saying? Basically, all your efforts were like hardly noticeable. Whether this is, in this relationship, okay, you feel like you're ignored. Okay, like it's good for a little bit, and then, it's like sand in the bucket. Like you're just getting crumbs of shit at the bottom, right? You're like looking down in there, like metaphorically speaking here, you're looking down in this bucket for any love or any emotion or any, even if there's, infidelities here, are they, spying? Is somebody, are they cheating? Are they cheating not only romantically, are they cheating you financially? Like really digging to the bottom So we have the fishing pole, where I feel like this is coming into like similar to that catfishing. Okay, exploring their options, kind of, getting out there and see what's out there. Even this has to do with somebody younger. Maybe somebody is closer to their mid 50s and you're dealing with a side piece, girlfriend, boyfriend, just, guy or chick or whatever, that is younger, okay, wanting to look for something, something new. You're tired of dealing with something older. They're tired of dealing with something older. They like to keep their options open, right? Oh. Pisces and Virgo are here on all of these cards that I just pulled. Libra here. Okay, this has to do with like the quartz. So I feel like this trap is like it's time, like you were in this like facade over here, this little fairy tale. You thought that, you're going to have it all, okay? But someone doesn't want you to have anything. The contract that you sign, there's something to do with a clause here, okay? Not being able to see the fine print, look closely into detail, okay? It may not just be paper. It may be looking behind the mask of the other person. Now it's like you're seeing for what it is. Winter. We are in the winter months, around your home and family, or around this, I almost want to say celebration. A celebration, though, of like power and ego. It's like someone cheering when they've won something, when they've made it to the finish line. Mm. 67, 76, 77, 79, 97, 78, 87, 89, 98. Any of those could be significant to someone. Definitely the month of February, August, and October. This has to do with your fortune here. Sevens are about luck and fortune, guys. Okay? 7-7. This is not having luck, okay? Not feeling lucky. A younger man. So, this younger energy could be a younger masculine. This boyfriend energy or this spouse energy could be somebody younger. February. You see all these cards here, guys? February. This is someone that's got a lot of hot air. They could talk, and talk shit all day. But yet they'd be like, oh, I had a great day. I love you. Pleasure with a close friend. Yeah. A dog. Someone's a backstabber, two-faced, lion-ass dog. Younger woman. Now this, like I said, girlfriend, boyfriend energy. There is a father over here or a married man over here. Another wheel. Allowing your life to ramble, go round and round, stay on that hamster wheel. This is karma. What else fell out here? This is a lot. Deep personal strength and peace. Finding, this is, someone needs to find some peace. This is not having peace. No peace, no harmony. We also have someone you know is undependable and insincere. So you may have somebody around you that actually is sincere and dependable. This is romance, where it comes to romance, okay? Or you could have somebody that's insincere and undependable when it comes to love and romance here, okay? Because they're both in reverse. So I'm mentioning it to you, but I'm not going to take these cards. And things will not always be this way. Change is coming, this growth here, getting together. There's a friend or someone that said they were a friend, okay, that is involved. This could be somebody that you work with. It doesn't have to be. This sounds... But we're too close for comfort. I mean, how close is too close? Enough to get burnt by a friend? By someone that said they were friends and came between a couple here? I don't know. I'm picking up multiple different things, so you got to take what you need. Tell about this unlucky here, younger man. They also could be unlucky when it comes to like their body nourishment. Something's going on with their body. Like they can't catch a break when it comes to their physical health. All right. Philadelphia. Did you ever see that movie? That was also had Tom Hanks in it, and you know he had cancer. So Cancer, going back to Cancer again, Aquarius and Cancer. I've said quite a few times now. Pisces. This has to do with progress and positivity when it comes to your goals and achieving them when it comes to money. Okay, you see all these coins here? The number 13. Something happened Friday the 13th. Feeling like this didn't happen the way that they thought it was going to all transpire here. Or that a person thought it was going to transpire. Lucky times are ahead for you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. But this is one person. You see, this is not a family, or this is not a unit, or this is not a trio of individuals. This has to do with self, okay? Abundance within yourself, being successful, knowing that, you know, you are doing things on your own, or you've been doing things on your own, or you're planning on doing things on your own from now on. Tell us about this community here. Someone talking shit. Yeah, lion. Harness the loyal and protective aura of the lion and change, change. Okay. Charge ahead magnificently. Okay, so that's Leo energy. This has to do with courage and strength, okay, or also being cowardly, and this is how they use as a cover-up. I feel like, yeah, covering up, wrong way, wrong direction. Okay, so someone could have Leo here in their chart, but this is having that, knowing that you're protected, okay, knowing that, you know, spirit is here. You have also have community members here, people in your community that that support you, okay, that are very loyal to you. Someone could be into spirituality or just working on their individual healing, okay, and knowing that you're being supported. Key. I kept seeing a key. So what does this key say? New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. And this looks like my seal. For some reason, I'm sealed. My seal. Something sealed. You're sealing it closed, or you're locking the book to the past here. But something being sealed. Like you're not opening that door again. Never again. Fool. You're not going to be a fool or play a fool. Okay, or be fooled. Having the courage to embrace change, take risk, and be adventurous here. I said be Beatrice. Soul searching will bring inner peace in many areas of your life. Well, don't judge yourself for what happened here, guys. Let's see. I mean, it happened for a reason. I mean, the cycle was meant to close out. The loss, you're meant to lose, this person. And it's not technically a loss. I don't feel like it's a lesson. So whether this is love or a breakup or a marriage, completely diminishing, being broken down, know that, it's meant to be that way. It's not something that you're going to come back from. Not this time. All right, so tell us a little bit more about these goals here, this money here, the struggle on getting this money. Somebody could have paid another individual for some services. That's what, because I said being pimped out. I feel like somebody was paid for their services. If somebody said somebody paid for services, these are actual encounters services. Behind the scenes, they did this. Okay, so this is like, maybe this is a karmic sister of yours. Okay, a karmic sister or a karmic friend or a karmic coworker. But they were talking to a trio of people, and they said this. Woman, wife, the questioner herself. Alright, so we got the fish again. So you've had the fish out here twice already. This is a business, this is finance, this is a deal, okay? Deals, making deals, whatever's in that contract over there, whatever's in that agreement. Someone agreed to it, but they didn't read it. Spiritual contract or physical contract here. This was to gain. Get something out of it. Get what they could get out of the other person. Someone could have like the overbite on their teeth. Okay. Yeah. Death here. So this is a complete ending. Okay. It's over. It's done. With this woman. Okay. Or this is a woman saying it's over, it's done, it's completely finished. Finito, okay? I'm like brushing my hands of it. Okay, no more. When it comes to a commitment, a promise, a partnership, a deal, contract, or a cycle. Wow. Spirit always has their ways of coming through, and they always have their way of, getting through to another person or other people, or the people that they need to get through. There are signs everywhere. So let's get some tea. Let's get some tea here. Some tea. Ain't shit. Ain't shit. Oh, someone ain't shit. Someone, Bill or William, ain't shit. Terrence, ain't shit. Corbin, ain't shit. Serena, somebody's named Serena, Cerena or Serena. All right, bankrupt. Someone's lost their money, or someone wants to bankrupt. I'm telling you, it's this joint account, whatever they could get, bankrupt. An offer, yeah, they accepted an offer, they paid for an offer, they offered someone money, or they said that someone was offered money for services here. There's an offer here, okay? Legal issues. So we're going to court. Divorce court. This also, if this has to do with bankrupting another person, they're going to go to court for that, okay? Or attempting to bankrupt another person, they are going to have legal issues for this if they work together. Yeah, some money, winning money, an inheritance here, about being rich, stealing your ideas, copying your work, duplicating you. This is copycat energy, feeding off of you, okay? In any way, shape, or form that they can. Love, you know, there's roses all around this person, okay? So I feel like this is fake love, okay? Fake emotions, fake love, being fake. This is someone that's delusional, okay? They have a distorted perception of reality. They have a good way of showing it, like to society, based on what it looks like. This person doesn't look like the type. They don't look like the type that would have distorted energy or a distorted perception or, you know, mind fragmentation. They don't look like the type. Well, how can you say that one person is a type and another person isn't the type? How do you differentiate? Oh, well, this is who this person is and this is who this person is. If they're hiding who they are and they're tricking a community of people or a group of people or groups of people into feeding into their fantasy, their delusion. Yeah, the perfect move. Somebody's got the perfect move. Okay, or they thought that they were making the perfect moves, but they messed up. You got a messer-upper. And that's okay. Because if they hadn't have messed up, then you wouldn't have been able to break this cycle completely and cut that cord, you know, or sever that chain. So, I mean, your loss, their loss is your gain. It's not a loss for you, it's a lesson for you. So, control issue, okay? Stepping up and, you know, taking control of the wheel. So taking responsibility for both actions and emotions here. So we've got a control freak. A control when it comes to money, when it comes to finances, having what you have. Just feel like somebody like want to be like another person here. We had adventures, having new experiences and making new friends. A new friend, okay, or someone's just a friend. They weren't just a friend, okay. They had other involvements with this person, okay. They offer them a deal, okay, and here is where the deal has led to. All right. Some of you, something about camping, could have met on a camping trip. Look, you got anger management. They're really pissed off. Okay, they're enraged, or they were enraged, set on getting revenge here. Okay, but they got some legal issues. They may end up doing this in front of a judge, okay, or in front of their own lawyer or legal team here, standing by each other thick and thin. One of these individuals want to know why they were disloyal. This is about loyalty in your connection, in your relationship. Why they continued to be disloyal, and why they let this they let something get in the middle, because they feel like there's like that splitting apart, like that division. But the division was meant to happen here. This other person is delusional. Whoever's saying this here, they're talking about loyalty, okay, but they were disloyal. They were the one that was the adulteress, or they were the one that was, they were in infidelity. They were the one out cheating. Love blooms. A romance blossoms into full-blown feelings. Yeah, showing feelings to another person, because it was a power balance here. It was about power. It was about control. Okay, someone else had the same, like, shared type qualities. Okay, or they said they had the same shared type qualities here. They were more alike. They were on the same frequency, wavelength here. Okay, this was all lies. Eggs on their face. The X. Unfaithful, love triangle, X in question. For some of you, it may have been your sister's ex. Okay, karmic sister's ex. It could have been your girlfriend's ex, your side piece's ex, your ex-spouse. Okay, or a father that you cut out of your life, okay, or your baby daddy. Yeah, burn, chaos, job loss, everything crumbling, the inferno. Well, you got too close to the fire, too close here for comfort, and you get burnt. Look, there's fire right behind this guy. Everything's gone up in flames. And it's like when someone has lost control, they don't have control of their situation, or they don't have control of what's going on around them, to them and around them, then, things will explode. Things will escalate. The inferno, the flames will get higher and higher and higher here. The energy increases. It multiplies dramatically. So where did the Netflix and chilling get them? I mean, so loving himself, loving you, taking back control, and finally being happy. So self-love here is what's being guided for you to work on, okay? Taking back control. Broken mirror, addictions, roller coasters, and toxic connections. Okay, somebody does have an addiction here, and I'm feeling like it's AA. It has to do with like alcohol abuse. That's not for everyone. For if you know that they were addicted to, say they were a pill popper. And I also hear cocaine. So maybe somebody was, taking cocaine, or they were a pill popper. That's just for an example here. Then this is your reading here. Spiritually attacking, toxic love, drama, addictions, love-hate relationship, back and forth in them cycles. And you're having these roller coaster moments, these up and down, because they are dealing with mental issues themselves. They're in denial, they're obsessed here, they're infatuated, they're living in a fantasy world, okay? They've lost touch with reality.
Readings at AGW Tarot.
Oh my. So these legal issues here, opposites attract. Lessons, not your usual type, different spiritual beliefs. Okay, so someone here is dealing with a person that you are just not on the same wavelength. They were dealing with another person that had similar wavelengths, but they were being used. Someone was being used here. So just know that this is a lesson here. Yeah, and avoiding the truth, avoiding, seeing or wanting anyone to see, what had happened here behind the scenes, trying to, twist the perception to a community of people, right? Hiding, feeling guilty, and no communication. So... And the reason that these expectations are here based on what it looks like, someone could have been a spiritual individual, because we've talked about a spiritual community over here, these sacred blossoms, okay? Someone could be a spiritual person, and another person could be from a religious family or religious unit, or they have religion, certain religious beliefs. They don't agree, or they don't approve. That's the word I'm looking for. They don't agree or approve of what your beliefs are. Maybe you said that you wanted to work more on yourself and that you were taking back control of your life. And because you took that away from them, where they felt like they didn't have control over you, then they decided to go out into this, go back into this trio cycle where they've added another person in. The dynamic. And you've been there and you've done that. Swept up. Head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. So, getting swept up in that moment, especially if it was somebody, younger, and they thought that they were getting like new meat, fresh meat. Something different. And they're used to the same old, same old. And this is realization here, feeling inspired and insightful awareness, not wanting you to see, right? Not wanting you to see the full truth of what was happening, what was going on here. So swept up. That one wanted to come out again. Swept up in the emotions. Swept up in to love here. Love is a beautiful thing, but we do have property, our house to pay for. We have cars to pay for. We got to go to work. You have to work 2 jobs to be able to, make it out here. Even couples got to work 2 jobs each to make it, to pay for things. And here you've got someone sitting back, talking shit, numbing the pain, self-medicating themselves. All right. Or, indulging in, alcohol here, overindulging, and being very irrational, very childish, doing things behind the scenes to cause a dismantling of one individual, okay? A key player. Yeah, here's the keys, okay? Cuffing. So you could not be single. Someone here is not single, okay? Because you were dealing with somebody that was out playing, but somebody's not single. The key player is the important person playing an essential role, someone that's irreplaceable. Okay, this is like never gonna find anyone like you. Okay, so no, you're not going to find someone like this person, or if that's what this person said to you, well, you're never gonna find anyone like me. You know what you're gonna say? That's great, because I'm not looking for anyone like you at all. I never want to find someone like you. That's what you say. That's wonderful. So, because you deserve better than having to deal with this shit. That's crazy. I'm sorry, Sherry. Are you dealing with a Virgo? I've seen Virgo a few times too, so... Yeah, not in love. This is not true love here, okay? This is somebody that may have said, oh, this is my true love. Or maybe both of you said, oh, you're the yin to my yang over here. This is true love, okay? You fight and argue with this other person. So it's constant fighting and arguing and back and forth. Or somebody's constantly fighting and arguing back and forth. A religious cult, a group, family, or a community. So there's a part of religious group over here that's involved. When people cultivate together, because that's what culting is, right? A whole group of people. And, it has to do with your spirituality against, okay? I'm using specific words here for a reason. Okay, against their religious beliefs. People will take offense to that. So these cult members here, they have a distorted perception and a misunderstanding of what spirituality is, or what being spiritual is, or focusing on self-love, self-care. Okay? Taking control of your life and being happy and not allowing this group to control you, to dominate you. So, wow. So that's what cults are. It's groups of people that cultivate together, and they believe in one way of doing things, or one way of their belief systems. They have a strict set of rules, guidelines that they go by. And God forbid if you go out of that line, right? Because they all walk in this line. So if you get out of line at all, look out. They refuse to look at their own toxic traits. So what you tell these people, or what you tell this person is, judge me when you're perfect. That'll be the day. Someone can have a long beard here, a clean, well-groomed, or there's obsession here with a beard, or they're obsessed with their beard. Okay? That's involved in this mix over here. Also, pirating. Pirating can be significant, something to do with pirates. Everything that they have done to torture and make you suffer, they think it's not a big deal. So here's an exchange, nothing for nothing. So they wanted you to have nothing, so Spirit says they get to have nothing. And this is not, okay, Spirit wants me to make sure that I say this. This is not tit for tat, okay? This is you do unto others what you want done to yourself. Breaking down, okay? So So there's a breakdown here. You don't want this dirty spirit to touch you ever again, period. Yeah, the time is now. So the time is right now. This is current energy right now. Okay? So you're also being advised to be gentle. Be gentle with yourself, okay? Be gentle with your emotions, okay? It's okay to feel. Get those out. But be gentle with yourself. Especially if you're the type of person that feels like you keep doing this to yourself. Why do I keep doing this to myself over and over and over again? You know, look at that. Cul-de-sac. Someone could live in a cul-de-sac or a dead-end street. The bottom of the sack. Bottom of the sack. All right. Mad because they can't copy your energy, find your own ideas. Somebody was like stealing another person's, like if you had like something good idea, they were like rolling with it. This could have been with this a religious community of this trio of people here. A motorcycle accident could be significant. We got thorns and briars. So also somebody's name could be Thorn or Briar. A suit, somebody could wear a suit, but we got the suites here, a hotel suite or office suite. Tyler Gregory, okay, or somebody's name could be Tyler or Gregory. Paris, someone's name could be Paris. Somebody could have gone to Paris. Yeah, you don't want this person. Paris is, you know, the Eiffel Tower. You always see people standing in front of it, and it's a place of romance, right? Because I feel like this is more like romantic type energy. Building collapsed. So there's a soup kitchen here. So someone's a semen dump station, or someone could have said that you were a semen dump station, or they got paid to do this, or somebody said that they paid you to do this. Okay, you take it what it is here. They lied on you so it would take the heat off of them. They lied. Quentin, whoever Quentin is, could have lied. They could have lied to Quentin. You could have a friend or a sister's boyfriend or a baby daddy named Quentin or Quinn. Pretender, playing dumb to get what they want here. Facelift, something with a facelift. Somebody could have had surgery. Caden, someone's name could be Caden. Amanda, they could have had a facelift here. William Henry, I said William. All right, so Henry or William could be significant too. There was another name that stuck out to me. I'm sure if they want you to know, they'll tell me again. You have left, should have left you alone. So you've left, somebody's leaving or packing, or you have already left and you've packed your stuff and left. And locked that, you know, past door. Should have left you alone. This ancestor is tired of their disrespectful shit. All right, boo. Who's scared now? So I said sacred blossoming here. Okay, someone's scared. Court documents. What are they scared of? That's court documents, legal issues, going to court, you taking somebody to court, a divorce happening. You know, who's going to get what out of this divorce? All right, feeling sick, stressed, powerless, weak, and defeated. Texas could be relevant. Trying to assassinate you, assassinate your character, deliberately saying, you know, false things about you, making up narratives here to destroy somebody's good reputation, them working on their goals within a community here, working on themselves, goals within themselves here, to make you know, public to stop liking you or trusting you or looking your way or looking up to you with this religious community, or they had religion here that was a big factor involved. So and they're being broken. Scorpio, this could be a Scorpio, but that's also like ending and death energy, not coming back. It's over, it's done. A couple more here, Spirit. A couple more. Height 5'8" to 6'4". You got Dalmatian Jasper. This has to do with alignment, positive thinking, sacral chakra, Virgo energy. A Virgo and a Scorpio could be significant. Yin and yang. All right, overcoming depression, nightmares, and negative thinking. A nursing home, so something going on with a nursing home. Someone could work in a nursing home here. Victoria, somebody say it could be Victoria that could work in a nursing home. All right. Someone could live in like a Victorian home. You could also take care of a father. This is like nursing your father. Okay. Nursing old wounds. You could have an uncle that's a sex offender here. There's an uncle sex offender out here. Always asking to borrow or pay back, never following through with their promises. You know this is about them. Okay, so you know this is about them. Jasmine. Somebody's name could be Jasmine. Okay. Decatur, Georgia, Seattle, Washington, Chicago, Illinois, Little Rock, Arkansas, Mobile, Alabama, Panama City, Florida, Fresno, California. The reporter always calls anonymously to make a report or allegation against you, to have a case on you. This is police, CPS, educational system. You know, they call them the schools. There's a funeral here. That's definitely ended. Okay, so it's done with this reporter. Whoever was gossiping and talking all this shit, you know, they're done for. Someone could work in nursing home, police. They could work for CPS or the educational system here. For some of you, there could be a passing here. Could be somebody in a nursing home. All right. Maybe it's somebody's father. I don't know. Hopefully not. Or karmic sister. Brunette, glasses and contacts. So someone could be a brunette here that wears eyeglasses or contacts. You or them. Or somebody in the trio. Temper is flared. Intense outbursts of anger. There's a dead man's hand with aces and eights. 2 pairs poker. Okay. Brennan, Dooley, Joyce, Haley, Buck, Mays, Knapp, Jacobs, Sears, Fry, Conrad, Austin, Holland, Molina, and Lou. Okay. So any of those names could be significant and related in a relation to you. Certificate, a birth certificate, death certificate, skills, marriage, doing things behind the scene to sabotage you, to keep you from getting to your goal. Why? Because they can't control themselves. They're out seeking adventures, fulfilling their desires any way they can. So be mindful. Your thoughts and words are powerful, okay? This is insane. This is insane. This is a lot of shit that's been going on here. It's been transpiring that, you know, thankfully now coming to an end. Get you some Dalmatian Jasper, okay? That'll help you with spiritual and your chakra alignments here, and also help you with thinking more positively, because Spirit's saying be mindful and watch your thoughts, watch your words, because they are very powerful. And even during this time, this period of growth, and you know, we're almost to spring here, guys. So you got to think about those seeds that you're planting and what you are wanting to grow. Do you want to plant seeds of negativity, of or negative thinking? Do you want to allow these nightmares and that to come, you know, into fruition, into your life, you know, and to keep going back into similar cycles like this, okay? If not the same type of cycle, it does not have to be with the same person or the same people, but realize that these are energies that people carry. So we have Victoria, William Henry, Amanda, Caden, Quentin, Paris, Jasmine, Amber, Beatrice, Beth, Bill, William, Terrence, Corbin, Serena. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. All right, guys. So that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonates and you got some messages here that you need. And if this was your story, then and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because I hope that you learn something out of this and are able to grow from it now that, you know, things are out into the light. So, I mean, it's good for your soul. As, you know, as sucky it is as it is, you know, the shit that you were forced to go through behind the scenes here, know that, you know, it was meant to happen. This change was meant to occur, because you can't stay in that type of energy. You can't keep going in that type of energy.
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
That's what you tell them. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. So, if this reading did not resonate with you, share this reading, you know, comment. Like, I love watching and listening and reading all your comments. And share this, you know, share this with somebody else. That way it'll help them in their situation. And, you know, any information that I have given, hopefully it does help another person spiritually grow and blossom within themselves, you know, learn to self-love them or care more for themselves, or, you know, to realize that, you know, this isn't true love. This isn't what love, you know, you imagine love would be, you know, in your life, okay? Or how you need that love from someone. Not only from yourself, but how you need to be loved, or how you deserve to be loved. Good luck to you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I'm glad I could get on here and do a live with you today. So happy Sunday to you, and again, I hope you had a wonderful Valentine's Day and weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, take care. Bye.